All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the corner and welcome to your latest live stream, bringing you all the latest news, all the latest transfer news, all the transfer shenanigans. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. I'm really sorry. Was just running a few minutes late. I'm not majorly late, just a few minutes late. But as always, thank you so much to each and every one of you guys that are always turning up, always on the live stream, always in the live chat, and providing your comments to create a greater discussion. So thank you, like always, and thank you for all the support. Big up to each and every one of you guys. Big up to Ashraf, my brother, A. Amir, Hashal, DLM Perplexed, Nathan, MCT, Valan, the Villain, Nikki Davis, Darren, Nathan, Junior, Lorenzo, Young Cuenca, Bill. Big up to all of you guys. All right, so big news that's been circulating. Mathys Tell, we're going to talk about that. There seems to be several clubs interested in him. And obviously, we're one of them. There's news in regards to Disasi and Joao Felix. Aston Villa want both of them. To me, I say we say yes. Honestly, let's not keep players that are not part of the plan. Let's not keep players that don't want to be around Chelsea Football Club as well. Let's part ways if we can. With the Disasi situation, it's more the fact that he's just not good enough. So if Aston Villa wants to screw themselves up, be my guest. Thank you for helping us out. João Felix is a sad one. It really is a sad one. I think this player himself probably doesn't even realize what has happened to him. So, his agent, our owners, just moving him around. Do you know what I mean? Moving him around like you would with when you want to launder money. Money laundering, just moving the money around. That's what's happening with João Felix. I think. Look, at the end of the day, Aston Villa was always keen to get João Felix. So why not? So we're going to talk about all of this. We're going to talk about yet another kid. Great business. We have we're in the process, maybe. We haven't completed. We're in the process of completing yet another great, absolute greatness of a business. Ladies and gentlemen, guess what? I mean, it's the first time it's happening to this football club. It's never, ever happened before. Signing a 16-year-old. I love it. I mean, where do we stop? Maybe we don't stop. Maybe this is what we do. This is what we thrive in. Maybe this is our trophy. Our trophy is to collect all the 16-year-olds out there and along the way, screw their life up as well. Along the way, ruin their career, just like the way we are in the process of ruining David Washington's career. We want to go out there and ruin some of these kids' careers because we don't have any due diligence. We're not here to have any level of morals. Do you know what I mean? We're not here for ethics and ethical situation. We here if you are 16 and you end up being a talented player and you can bring some level of money for us, then that's fine. But along the way, if we screw up 5 or 6 players, so be it. Who cares? Let's just absolutely tarnish their life. Why not? We do that. Okay. So we're going to talk about all of this. We're going to talk about all of this, which is going to be very, very interesting. Let's have a quick look at some of your comments before we jump into the news, because obviously there's a lot to go through, and I like to mingle with you guys. I want to mingle with you guys. Prem Talk, you can't tell me he can't start ahead of Madueke or Sancho, surely. I think you're talking about Joao Felix. Look, of course he can, but the manager doesn't fancy him. At the end of the day, look, this manager has been given a long-term contract of 5. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, Maresca has been given a 5-year contract. So, our owners, along with our sporting directors, they must have done their research. And they've given him a 5-year contract. When you've given a manager a 5-year contract, I know we gave Graham Potter a 5-year contract, but this is different. This one, we've actually researched and went in and got this manager and gave him, consciously, purposefully 5-year contract. So you'd think that we'd want to listen to the manager and follow the instructions and give him a team that he can compete with. And it looks like Joao Felix is not part of that. Martin Sa, big up to you, my man. This new Brazilian kid is actually pretty... It's been 5.5 minutes. It's been 5.5 minutes, and already someone telling me this new Brazilian kid is actually pretty good. I don't even know if I want to be sad, if I want to be angry, if I want to... 16-year-old, man, 16-year-old. 16-year-old, and we've got comments out here saying he's a baller, he's pretty good. Guys, have some shame. Honestly speaking, have some shame, man. Have some shame. Really have some shame. Honestly, we just started the stream, and this is what... We're not gonna learn, man. We're gonna... Every fan out there seems to know every 16-year-old now. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Why are you watching all of these 16-year-olds? How do you know about every 16-year-old out there? Why do you have to even say that? We're doing the business, no problems. You want to come here and you want to big up the 16-year-old. When he balls out in a couple of years, you won't be complaining then, Miz. Miz, I'm convinced some of the viewers are rival fans and out here to get your skin, bro. Don't mind them. Look, don't be so confident. Don't be so confident. Don't be so confident. Really, don't be so confident. Miz, what about Esteval? Look, Esteval is a talented player. From what we've seen, he's played a lot of matches for Palmeiras. We've seen that he's a talented player, but please, Premier League is no joke. Let him arrive and let him adapt. He's only 18. This is not some sort of this is real life. This isn't getting your control pad and playing on, on TV, like PlayStation. Paez, Esteval. Paez is probably going to get sent on loan. Don't even be surprised. Esteval, we have to stay patient. We need to stay patient. Honestly, we need to stay patient. Dennis, I'll tell you, Miz, we need experienced quality players. We don't need talent. If you buy talent, then don't bring a effing young coach who is still learning. Exactly. It's piling on youth over youth with a youthful manager. Yeah. Look. Enough's enough. Anyway, let's get on to the news. First up, ladies and gentlemen, Mathys Tel's decision to leave Bayern exclusively revealed last night has opened doors to several clubs. Chelsea are still there since the beginning of January, while more top Premier League clubs are also keen and in active contact now, race open. Okay, let's talk about Mathys Tel. Talented player. From what I've seen in the Champions League, not this season, previous season, I think last season, talented player. I didn't get to see him too much this season. In fact, he hasn't even played too much for Bayern Munich this season. He's not fancied by Vincent Kompany. Vincent Kompany, he wants men. He wants men. He don't want no more kids. All right. Having said that, he's a talented player. He's not really, from what I've seen, he's really a striker, but he can play inside forward, bit wide. He's a bit of everything. He's young, right? He's young. He's not really established himself as a out and out anything. That's my take on it. He's a talented player who's not really established himself as an out-and-out any position. Now, we've also heard several reports that he's not really interested to come to Chelsea. And why would you be? Why would you be interested to come to Chelsea? Why? If you're a young player, honestly, if you're a young player, don't come to Chelsea, man. Don't come to Chelsea. You're going to ruin your life. We have enough. Mathys Tel wants to leave Bayern Munich to play on a regular basis. You're not going to play on a regular basis here at Chelsea. It's not going to happen. You're going to be a rotational player. You're not going to get guaranteed minutes here. As a striker, I kid you not, Nicholas Jackson will start ahead. And there'll be fans, they'll say, oh, we don't want anyone coming into the football club to disrupt Nicholas Jackson's development. So you're not going to really come in and dislodge Nicholas Jackson, who's now been working under this manager for 6 months. Manager seems to like him as well. Maybe you could play on the left, but you're not really an out-and-out winger. Mathys Tel is not really an out-and-out touchline winger. He's more of an inside forward, maybe even a second striker. You can say maybe inside forward. Striker / inside forward. So he doesn't want to come here. He's not really suitable. The only thing that's going for us is Bayern Munich wants Nkunku. So the only thing that's going for us is we can get rid of Nkunku and we can potentially get a player that can maybe do something for us. He works hard off the ball. What I've seen is he works hard. But Mathys Tel, you'd be stupid to come to Chelsea. I'm telling you right now. If I was his agent, I'm not sending him to Chelsea, man. We already have a young team. We don't have room to make mistakes. Before you know it, I'm dropping a truth bomb on you. We don't have our fan base right now. We're running out of patience. 3rd season under the new ownership, and this season is dwindling. Downward spiral. We don't have time, Mathys Tel, to let you adapt to the Premier League. We need players to come and do a job now. In fact, we needed a player to do a job yesterday. There you go. Ms. Tel is better than both Sancho and Jackson. You don't watch him enough, I think. He will improve us a lot and help top 4 charge. Sam. 19-year-old. 19-year-old who doesn't play for Bayern Munich. Look, as I said, don't get it twisted. He's a talented player. But Sam, you're taking the piss. You think the Premier League is some sort of a Mickey Mouse league. You are disrespecting the Premier League. Yes, Sancho on and off for us. Yes, Jackson hasn't been good enough. But for you to just straight up say, Tel is going to come in and he's just going to be phenomenal for us. He's going to be bombastic. You are kidding. What you're telling me, Sam, what you're telling me is Tel is going to be a bit of a needle mover. That's what you're telling me. It's too much. It's too much. If I'm Tel, I'm staying at Bayern. And I'm just staying patient. Learn from Harry Kane. Learn from all of those players. You're 19. Relax yourself. You got your whole life ahead of you. What's the rush? This brother thinks he's going to come in and he's going to help. He's going to help us with top 4. Like he's some sort of a mature player. Like Tel is someone who's a veteran of the game. As I'm saying, talented player, but this is not what we need. This is not what we need. I have no issues if we got someone like Tell and we had quite a bit of experience. Like we've got a core with a lot of experience and we want to add Tell, someone that we can develop for the future. There's a lot of players develop. Do you want our manager to babysit Tell as well? You want our manager to babysit Tell. We're getting him another kid. Are there no other players that have played over 100 league games? Are there no other players out there like that? Are there no players of some quality that has played multiple seasons already at the highest level? Why are we so interested to always get these kids? Why? Why? What's the fascination? Don't we have enough? Rajashri, big up to you, my man. Rajashi, hopefully I've pronounced that right. Thank you so much for the super chat, my man. People need to understand that the first team is not to develop players with potential. We need to compete. People have forgotten this, man. People have literally forgotten this. People are now caught up in this mindset of just developing. Get me an experienced striker, man. Get me an experienced winger. Whatever you get, just get me a little bit more experience, man. Is that okay? Is that all right? That's the model, Miss. It isn't going to change. And that's the issue, isn't it? That's the problem. That's the model. And it isn't going to change. And that's where the money stops. That's where the buck stops. With this model, just always consistently bringing in kids after kids, we're not going to, honestly speaking, we're not going to compete. We're not. You're kidding yourself. You're kidding yourself. In an adult's world, in a grown-up's world, we're asking kids to do the job for us. The Premier League is the hardest league there, man. I could understand if we're trying to do this in Liga. I could understand if you're trying to do this in La Liga even. Even then, you'd probably get caught. It's the Premier League. You're not going to get away with just playing kids. Victor, big up, my man. Chalaba and tell his good window is January is hard to go major moves. No, it's not hard to go major moves, Victor. Have a look at Manchester City. Have a look at Manchester City. It's not hard. We got Enzo Fernandez in the January window, just to let you know. This, once again, the media has created this narrative for Victor that January is hard to go for major moves. The media has created that for Victor. Victor really hasn't sat down and gone through all the transactions that has happened. I'm not saying go out there and bring me 10,000 players. No, I'm fine with Chalaba. Even though I don't think Chalaba's levels, but I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. In the summer, we need to get better. We need to get better defenders, which is not going to happen because we're just getting more kids. But for this window, I'm fine with Chalaba. I'm fine. Get me a striker that can compete with Nicholas Jackson. Get me an experienced striker. Would it be that bad to get me a striker even on loan, man? Just 6 months loan. Just 6 months loan. Someone in the ilk of Giroud type of a player. Oliver Giroud. Oh, man, what I'd do to have him in our team now. Someone who can put away goals. Top 6 is fine for us this year. The players will develop more next season and improve. Victor, I don't know how many times I have to say this to you. I don't know why you think some of these players will just stick around at Chelsea Football Club. Some of them will be here for 3 years now. I don't know why you feel that they're just going to stick around forever. They're going to stick around until Chelsea get back on top. Why do you feel that way? What makes you think they care about Chelsea so much that they're going to stick around? What makes you feel that? What have you seen that makes you feel these players will stay at Chelsea forever? Just because they have a long-term contract. So what? So what? It don't matter, man. It don't matter. We're getting kids after kids after kids. Some of the kids will have to give way. So yeah, look, going back to Mathys Tel, talented player, talented young player, but it's not what we need. It's not what we need, and it's not a good place for him to come. It really isn't a good place for him to come. He should think about clubs that can actually give him solid starting position. According to Paddy SD's meeting with Maresca, he requested a striker, 25-year-old on at least loan. Yeah. I agree with Maresca. I agree. That's the kind of profile that we need. Just on loan, I'm happy with that. But yeah, let's see what happens with Mathys Tel, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we actually get this done or not. I just get the feeling that he's not really interested to come to Chelsea. I mean, if nothing goes right, then maybe we might find ourselves with Mathys Tel. But at the end of the day, I don't think he's really interested, and I don't think we really need him. We need some different type of profile with a lot more experience. Now, next up, ladies and gentlemen, Aston Villa have been in touch with Chelsea yesterday and will be again today for both Joao Felix and Axel Disasi. Disasi only wants Villa. Felix deal depends on what Chelsea decide to do. So, look, both of these players, Bruno, Miz, for your sake, you need to accept that this is reality. Results are not important to the owners. Yeah, I get that. I get it. I clocked that a long time back anyway. But I'll go insane. If I don't actually have some sort of a belief that maybe we might win a few things here and there. I'll go insane. But yeah, look, you're right. Results don't matter. At the end of the day, results don't matter. Anyway, coming back to Disasi and Joao Felix, I think we should let them go. We really should. Disasi is surplus to requirements now anyway. We've got Chalobah here. Disasi needs to leave immediately. So I don't know what the hold-up is. Disasi's agreed terms with Aston Villa. Now, is this another loan? Like, how many loans can we do? We've already done several loans. I would like Axel Disasi to be sold. Like, just sell him, get rid of him. He's already agreed on personal terms. I mean, he's going to get to play Champions League football. So big up to him. You're stuck here with Conference League. At least you get to upgrade to Champions League. And similarly with Joao Felix. Aston Villa wanted Joao Felix before us. If you remember, Aston Villa had that audacious approach towards Joao Felix last summer. And then Joao Felix ended up coming to us because of George Mendes and Atletico Madrid, the business with Gallagher. We needed to get someone. So we got Joao Felix. We wanted Omar Dion, but that never happened. But since Felix arrived at Chelsea Football Club, he was never favored. And I'm starting to think that maybe the whole idea was to obviously do the transaction with Atletico Madrid, harbor him at Chelsea until we can offload him to Aston Villa, where he truly wanted to go, or where he was truly wanted by the manager. Do you know what I mean? Unai Emery really likes Joao Felix, and we've got a business relationship with Aston Villa and Atletico Madrid. So who knows? Maybe we acted as a bit of a shelter for Joao Felix momentarily until Aston Villa can do the business genuinely to get Joao Felix. So maybe that is potentially what's happening here. All of these owners, all of these clubs are sort of working with each other, working together to find the best solution for each other. As I said, business relationship is a real thing, is an absolute real thing at Chelsea Football Club with our owners. So look, once again, Joao Felix not part of our plans. We could have used him. We could have utilized him at an optimum level, but our manager's not keen, and that's fine. This manager is here for a long time, and I've seen enough from this manager to say that, yeah, there's something about him. Let's back him. Let's back him. If he's not interested to play Joao Felix because Cole Palmer is his first choice, no problems. Let's get rid. Let's get rid, and let's actually give him players that he can utilize. Get rid of Nkunku as well. He doesn't seem to rate Nkunku. He doesn't seem to rate Joao Felix. Let's get rid of all of these players that he doesn't seem to have any value for, and let's give him players that actually can do the job. So I want both gone. I want both Disasi and Joao Felix gone, and I hope Aston Villa can come in and do the job. Don't be surprised, though. Don't be surprised if we end up getting an academy player from Aston Villa. Don't be surprised. Because Aston Villa, this is hefty business. Joao Felix, Disasi, these are hefty business for Aston Villa. They'll have to sell. Unless, I don't know, they've sold recently Buendia. I don't know how much money they made out of Buendia. But they're going to have to sell more in order to keep within PSR if they want to do these sort of transactions. So don't be surprised if we go and get a youngster from Aston Villa. Do not be surprised, because it's give and take. You take out players, I know it's going to financially hit you. I'll go and grab an academy player from you. I'll go grab an academy player. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Yeah. It's on Maresca. Ms. Felix is so talented and it should be on Maresca. It's not on Maresca. I'll tell you why it's not on Maresca. We never wanted Joao Felix. It's on the owners. It's on the owners and it's on the directors. We never wanted Joao Felix. The only reason we did Joao Felix is because of Conor Gallagher. He had to go to Atletico Madrid because that's the only place he's going to go, and Atletico Madrid wanted Conor Gallagher. And in order to complete that transaction, we needed to get someone from Atletico Madrid. So it's not on Maresca. He never wanted this player. Maresca try and utilize him and fit him in. We are weakening our squad if he leaves, especially if we don't replace him. Look, you can sit there and think that, yeah, we're weakening the squad, but the manager's thinking, I never wanted him at first place. So from his perspective, he doesn't think we're weakening. As long as he can get a player that he can utilize, I guess this is why we're getting linked with Garnacho. Don't be surprised if it's still Garnacho. I get the feeling Garnacho is going to come to Chelsea, not Mathys Tel. But because the manager could potentially use Garnacho a lot more. Wide winger, works hard, doesn't score that many goals, misses a lot of chances, but that's fine. You'll be part of Chelsea Football Club. That's the kind of talent that we aspire for. That's the kind of talent that we shelter at Chelsea Football Club. So, yeah. Means what has experienced players done for us? Sterling, Disasi, Koulibaly, Chilwell, Felix, and Nkunku all have failed. We need system players that Maresca wants. Yeah, look, when I say experienced players, get players that have been around the blocks for a little bit that fits Maresca's style. Don't just get experienced players that don't fit Maresca. Get players that fits Maresca's style who are a little bit more experienced. Don't get me kids. We have plenty. It's not like, okay, get me some kids because I've got too many experience. I need some kids to freshen things up. It's not like that. All we have is kids. We need few experienced people that fit Maresca's style to come in and help him out. It's very simple. It's very simple. Grand Admiral, people think we're overrating Felix when doesn't even get 90 minutes to prove himself. Shake my head. Yeah. Buggy is saying we're buying the best young players. This is the best model to go for. Yeah, good on you, mate. Keep buying the best young players and let me know how many trophies you win. Let me know. Yeah, you're gonna ask kids to win you trophies. Major trophies I'm talking about. Premier League, Champions League, if we do end up making it. All right, throw even FA Cup and Carabao Cup as well, if you feel that those are substantial trophies as well. You can't win with kids. I'm telling you, you can't. No other team in the world has done it. You might get away with a Conference League win. I mean, if you think that's a big trophy and you get satisfied with that, fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, it's not that simple. It's not that simple. Dixon saying Felix is the most experienced. He's the most experienced, but once again, he's not fancied by the manager. A player that needs to be fully adequate for the manager. I think that's what we need to go for. All right, now check this out. Santos have agreed in principle with Chelsea on loan deal for David Washington until June. Formal steps to follow, but David's set to join Neymar Jr. at Villa Belmiro. I mean, a fantastic situation for David Washington, but this brother literally wasted a couple of years of his life being at Chelsea, being just part of the academy squad, and now he finds himself back at Santos, where we got him from. He's done a full circle, and his career is not even finished. Generally, people go back to Santos, like Neymar, as you can see. Generally, that's when they go back to Santos. But this kid, he's wasted time at Chelsea and finds himself back at Santos, which is sad. And talking about kids, because we want to talk about both of these news together. Let's have a look at some of the latest news, ladies and gentlemen. Check this out. Chelsea are in advanced talks to sign 16-year-old defender Dene for £10.5 million. 10.5 million. And we're advanced. I love this comment from Alhambra. This is what they've been working on. This is what they've been working on. Chelsea are in advanced talks to sign 16-year-old. Now, we don't have enough young players. We need it all. We need more. Defender named Dena for 10.5 million. Okay, let's talk about all of this. David Washington. I mean, Mathys Tell, you want to join Chelsea Football Club? Look what has happened to some of the youngsters here. Look what's happened. Excellent business. That's right. Great business, Buggy. Great business. 16-year-old. Yeah. One for the future. Future's looking so bright. In the future, we're winning the World Cup. We're winning everything because we have all the talent at Chelsea. All the future talents are at Chelsea now. We are going to ball out. In about 5 years' time, we are going to ball out. All of these players, they're going to stay together. They're going to stay with us for 5 more seasons. All of them won't complain. They will not ask for anything. We're going to be minted in 5 years' time. You just have to wait another 5 years. It's not that long. It's not that long. After the first and the second year, then it just really goes quick. Third and fourth and fifth really goes quick. You just need to suffer for the first couple of years, and then it's going to shoot off. And all of these players are going to grow together. They're going to hold hands. All of them will hold hands in the training ground. They make a circle, and they go, ringa, ringa, rosy, pocket full of posy. They'll do that. And they'll all grow together. They'll all have the feeder, the bottle. They'll all be like sucking on the milk. They'll be doing that. They'll be doing all of this stuff. And, Maresca will be in the middle. He's going to be playing them all the rhymes. Do you know what I mean? He's going to be singing all the beautiful rhymes to them. And they're all going to grow together. All of them will be growing together. No dramas. And then all of a sudden, they're all world class. Wow. All of a sudden, we are going to have a team full of world-class players. Every single one of them world-class. Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo level, banging. That's what's going to happen. This is the belief. This is the process. And I can't wait. I can't wait more than you can believe. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for that day. Hopefully I'm alive, number one. And then I cannot wait. I cannot wait for that. Meto World, Miz, the reason why SDs have the power is because Maresca is a championship level manager. Why should we trust him with players he wants? look at Meto World. He's bigging up the SDs, but then he's downplaying the manager. Who hired the manager, by the way? Who hired the manager? He's bigging up the SDs, but he's downplaying the manager. But the SDs hired the manager. Even at Liverpool, the board signed players, not Klopp. Even at Liverpool, the board signed players, not Klopp. Like as if we have Klopp. If we had Klopp, no problems. And if we had a board like them, no problems. And if we are actually moving like Liverpool, where they've been competing at the highest level, they're going to end up winning the league, by the way, just to let you know, Meta World. I love how these people, they want to compare with Liverpool. They want to compare with City. Have some shame before you type. They're winning stuff, by the way. They're not just going out there and just buying 16-year-olds after 16-year-olds after 16. They've got like quality veterans. Have some shame, man. You're just typing anything and everything. You're comparing our situation with Liverpool's. Yeah, it's just, yeah, chat full of weirdos, man. Chat full of weirdos. But yeah, Santos, look, hopefully he does well. Sorry, David Washington. David Washington at Santos, hopefully you do well. Ball out with Neymar. Yeah, work hard and get yourself out of Chelsea Football Club, David Washington, please. Get yourself out of Chelsea Football Club. Show some ambition. Absolutely kill it at Santos. And then, yeah, find a way out from Chelsea. Find another club, man. Find another club and do your thing. Do your thing. And then, you know, because we have more 16-year-olds arriving at the football club. So find yourself another home. ASAP. I'm glad you've got, you know, you've returned back to Santos. I'm sorry it didn't work out for you at Chelsea, but that's what we do. We're not really interested about people's well-being here. We're not interested about, you know, kids and their careers and their well-being. We're not. If we can make some money, we make some money. We look at all of these young players as commodities. It's a stock exchange. It's a stock market. All of you guys are stocks. All of these kids are stocks. Okay? So, massive advice to all of these young kids. We have plenty. Don't be looking to join Chelsea football. We can't even get rid of some of them, man. Cassidy, we still haven't been able to get rid of him. I mean, we're in the process. David Datra Fofana is still in our books. Slolina or Slonina, I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Chukwemeka is still in our books. It's just plenty. We are still in the process of getting rid of our previous kids that we bought. And we're getting new kids as well. So, for the future kids, please don't come to Chelsea. Please don't come. It's not worth it. Protect yourself. Give your career some level of dignity. Give yourself and your career some level of dignity. So do that. So yeah, that is what's going on. Is there anything latest that's popping off that we need to take care of? Let's see. I think that's about... Oh, okay, there's something new. Let's check this out. David Moyes wants Premier League experienced players in his Everton side and has Carney Chukwuemeka and Keenan Dewsbury Hall in his sights, which would mean Armando Broja will be recalled back. So, yeah, I don't mind this. I don't mind this. Take Chukwuemeka, take Keenan Dewsbury Hall. I don't mind it. I don't mind any of it. I do not mind any of it. These players are not playing for us. There's no point in harboring them and hoping that they're going to be something at Chelsea. They're just not. They're not. I don't know how our sporting directors, they sell the project, because some of these kids, they get really excited. They get really, really happy and excited. I don't know how they're doing it, but I mean, at the end of the day, these same kids are getting thrown out. Like, I don't know what is there that they get convinced about, and then a few years' time they get thrown out anyway. So it's quite strange. But I think some of them are starting to click on. Like Eli Wahi, I believe. Wahi, I remember he refused to join Chelsea. Now it looks like Mathys Tell is not really keen. He's not really keen. So yeah. Alex Miz never wanted John Duran in the summer and now suddenly is up for his transfer. Miz never wanted John Duran in the summer and now suddenly is up for his transfer. In the summer, I did say that, not the last summer, I think it's the one before that, when his name came about, just before the summer window. We had no idea about John Duran. Then slowly we started to get a bit of idea about him. Are you not one of those person, Alex, that once you've been given new information, new evidence in a prolonged period, are you not someone that can change his perspective, or you're just whatever it was from the get-go, that's it? You're not open for maybe just exploring the situation. John Duran in the summer, I still remember, pre-season, he was having a very, very good end of season with Aston Villa. It was prior to that when his first rumor came around. I think it might have been in January when the first rumors came around. Last year, January. That's when a lot of us weren't interested, because another kid, another unproven kid. But now he's been around and he's played for Aston Villa, he's done well. Yeah, why not? Why not? He'll be good competition. But the problem is he's too expensive now anyway. He's too expensive. He's too expensive. It's not going to happen. We're going to get Delap. 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 Miz, one last point from me. Surely then how you changed your opinion on Duran shows the SDs are ahead of the game and should be trusted more, not because of one thing. And in fact, I praised them on Duran and Omar Dion. But they've got many wrong. They've got many wrong. Many wrong. And look, it's not about developing players. I want to win stuff, man. I want to have a squad that can win stuff. I don't care if one player develops. Like Cole Palmer, for instance, he's developed. He's done really well. But what does it mean for us? We've not won anything. Cole Palmer's developed his game. That's great. Great for Cole Palmer. Great for us as well, sure. But what have we won out of it? We've not done anything out of it. So it means nothing to me, man. We need to win. That's the end game. Players developing, fantastic. But players developing cannot be the only thing for me. I'm sorry. And as I said, not everyone's turning out to be a gem. Not every single one of them is turning out to be a gem. Some are. But as a collective, we're still struggling. We're still struggling because there's not the balance is not there. The balance is not there. We should all get accounting degrees instead of being fans because we ain't winning with this good business. Yeah. Joe Shields deserves to have that SD role. I'm not sure, man. Joe Shields only seems to get Manchester City academy players all the time. We need to explore beyond Manchester City. Do you know what I mean? We can't just be going for all of Manchester City academy players. We need to have a wider, a broader spectrum. So yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna wrap things up. Smash up the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. I shall catch you guys later tonight. Maybe post Champions League matches, or maybe just before the Champions League matches, bringing you all the latest update that drops today. But yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys soon. Until next time, everyone. Take care. See ya. Goodbye.